All right, now joining us in studio, he's at the top of the mortgage game. We call him Captain Mortgage. Boaman, Scott Boaman. What's going on, man?
Good stuff. Exciting to be here.
I love having you in here because I know that you're a pro's pro, right? You know this game as good as anybody. You've been doing it for quite some time. You help people, thousands of people buy and refinance.
Yep.
So tell us about today's climate of the mortgage game in real estate.
Yep. Rates are good. Dropped back down a little bit, so I think we're good there for a little bit longer. Eventually, they're going to go up. The climate, though, I think is changing from a service standpoint.
Okay.
And I've had a lot of people come back to me in the last week or two. I applied to so-and-so. A lot of times it's either an online lender or a larger institution, one of the big boys.
Chase, Wells Fargo, B of A.
I don't want to mention them, but since you did.
Since I did. I'm not licensed to do anything besides drive a car, so I can take shots at anybody.
And they come back and they're 2 weeks in and they say, hey, I'm having problems. I was going to get this, I was going to get that. I can't get it. They haven't even ordered the appraisal yet. I can't get a response from the loan officer. And I was like, that makes
what's interesting is, like Rocket Mortgage. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've seen that, right? As a society, we got the laptop here. I got the phone here. We're quick. We want things quick. That's great, right? We have the ability to get things quick with the internet. That's a great invention. Social media allows us to communicate, share stories in ways we've never been able to. But you're talking about your biggest investment.
Yep.
And your biggest debt. I mean, you're talking about a mortgage. So this rushed nature of it, the need for something fixed and quick is not consistent with the way a mortgage and a real estate purchase are supposed to work.
Correct. Combine that with the complexity behind the whole process. What the average consumer doesn't understand is how much goes on behind the scenes just to get the loan to that point.
Right.
And they think it's going on the internet or walking in the bank and picking this and delivering it at the door 30 days later.
I make this much money, so sure.
It's not even close to that. So there's so many aspects that take place that if the person that you're dealing with is not a pro's pro, as you put it, which is a great comment, on top of it all the way through, chances are you're going to hit a glitch somewhere along the line. And if it's on a purchase trend, now refinances are a whole different deal. If somebody wants to wait and sit back and
watch the rates,
hope the loan closes and everything, that's great. But on a purchase, they really want to be dealing with somebody
you got a contract
on it. That's right.
And an earnest deposit.
You could lose the property if you don't perform in the amount
You could
of
lose
time.
your deposit. You could lose a lot. You could get sued.
Yep.
So when you mentioned there's things happening behind the scenes, so it's kind of like, I always relate the mortgage game to like a restaurant. Looks nice on the surface, but behind in the kitchen, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that are happening behind the curtains?
There's at least a dozen or more people that are tied in with one transaction. It's not put it on a conveyor belt and watch it go down and this person does this and it goes to the next one and goes. It doesn't happen that way.
Right.
You have to be monitoring it the whole process by the time of ordering the appraisal, connecting with the vendor management company, getting withhold escrow title, listing agent termite companies, processor, underwriters, underwriting manager, office manager, funder, closer, docs, disclosures. All of that comes into play.
But just saying that, a little bit of a rabbit trail, think how important buying a home is to the economy.
Yep.
Look at all the jobs that you just named, and that's on the buy side. That seller's probably going to go buy another home as well. That's why real estate is such a focus of the show and so important to our economy. Do you feel good about the real estate market?
I do. It's strong. Especially here in San Diego. I mean, overall, somewhere else it may be a little bit different, but
job growth here, limited growth space.
Rates are good.
When you say rates are good, give me a ballpark.
Mid threes.
Mid threes. So
even if they get to 4, they're still great.
Right.
Which eventually they're going to go up, but
they're going to. What's interesting is that rent prices are going up. Those rates are going to go up. San Diego is not exactly an easy place to afford, but there's so much demand. Prices are going up. People complain about that. I'm like, look, would you rather be in a place where prices aren't going up, where people don't want to live?
Right.
I mean, that's why they call it America's finest city.
And they just increased. We have a grant program that people can get the down payment for buyers as long as they earn less than $117,000.
All right.
You can get a grant for the down payment.
Captain Mortgage, thanks for coming on the show, teaching us a little bit. You are the go-to guy on this stuff. Unfortunately, I got to let you go.
No worries.
We don't even get a formal closer. You're going to close the show with me here. We are out of time. Thanks for watching us here. Because we're out of time, I'm just going to encourage you to visit us at craigsewing.com. You can see all of the shows, our social media. We're out for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.